Hello friends, welcome to AdoNet tutorial. In this sub-series, we are learning more about the SQL command, and in this specific video, we will see how to use parameterized query so that we can reuse the query multiple times by changing the parameter values. In AdoNet, we can use parameterized queries. For example, when we want to filter a specific product by product ID, we can use product ID as a query parameter. So here, if you see inside the query, we may sense that this product ID can be changed. By changing the product ID, we can get different result. So we can make this product ID as a parameterized query, or we can make it as a query parameter. Later, we can substitute the parameter. Parameter means here we are talking about product ID. Later, we can substitute the parameter with a different product ID at runtime. So we will supply value to this product ID at runtime. In the below query, product ID is parameterized, and you can see select star from products, where product ID equal to @product ID. So this is the parameter here, and you can notice the symbol @. At runtime, we can supply values for the ID, for this product ID, and reuse query multiple times. That means we no need to write a query with a different value. Suppose if you want to hand code the query, select star from products, where product ID equal to 15. Next time you will use select star from product, where product ID equal to 25. So to retrieve the value 25, you may use function, or you read the value from the text box and you will perform string concatenation. But when using the parameterized query, you can simply supply value for this parameter product ID. Note the parameters are specified using the @ symbol, and we can have multiple such parameter. Here you will be seeing only one parameter, product ID, but at runtime you can supply multiple such value inside the query. That means you can have multiple parameters. SQL client namespace provides a collection class called parameters. Since we are telling that you can have multiple such parameters, SQL namespace provides parameters as a collection. So to this parameter collection, we can add one or more name value pair. Name will be the parameter and value will be the actual value you want to supply to that parameter. The use of AdHocQuery like this avoids forming the SQL string by stitching the values at runtime. Now let's have a example. Here if you see, we are creating the SqlCommand object. Then we are forming the command text. While we are forming the command text, we are forming the parameterized query. Select product name, unit price from products. Products is the table, where product ID equal to, here we are passing the parameter. And if you look here, we are passing only one parameter, but you can pass multiple parameters as well. Next, we are making use of the SqlParameter from the SQL client namespace, and we are calling that as param1. SqlParameter param1 equal to new SqlParameter. Next, param1 dot parameter name product ID. We are specifying the parameter name, and here you can see we are supplying the value 40. You can send this as a name value pair also, but here we are forming the separate SqlParameter instance. Then command from our SqlCommand object, we are retrieving the parameters collection. Right? This is the parameters collection. To this collection, we are making call to add, and we are adding the param that we formed. So now param1 has the parameter name as well as the value. The parameter name should match with the parameter name that is supplied in the SQL query text. Next, as usual, we are opening the connection. We are making call to execute reader. The reader will automatically perform the filter because it will be substituting the parameters. Next, you can open a while loop on this reader object and you can fetch the values. Now let's go to the demo. So here we formed the command button. You can look at the properties here. We named this button as CMD query params, and you just set a caption text as query param. Now let's go to the click event. So here is the click event. Here we are setting up the connection, and connection, if you see, we are setting it to the Northwind database from application properties. This was explained multiple times in the previous videos. If you go to properties, you have to go to the project properties. And I can go to settings, and if you see, we have connection string for pubs and Northwind. So you have to choose a connection string name. Then choose a connection string here. After that, form the connection string. So that's the connection string we are referring here. Next, we form the parameterized query. From connection, we are making call to create command. This will give us the SqlCommand. And then here we are making use of select product name, unit price from products, where product ID equal to, we are supplying the product ID. So this is the parameter. Next, here we are creating the parameter and adding it to the collection. So we already saw that in the slide, SqlParameter, and from this parameter we are supplying the parameter name that is matching with the query. Then we are supplying the value equal to 40. If you come here in Northwind database, you can see product. And you can see the product ID 40. So this is the one we want to retrieve. So we are supplying value as 40. Next, we can process the record. And as you see, since a connection is ready, parameter also ready, and the parameter is added to the command object using the parameters collection. Right now we are executing the command object using the execute reader method. This will give the reader object, and the reader object already substituted value 40 here, so you will get the filtered record. So we are forming reader of product name and reader of unit price. That's what we are retrieving here, right? Product name, unit price. So product name, unit price. Based on that, we are forming a row or a string, and we are adding it to our multi-line text box. We will rebuild the solution. Okay, since we gone to properties, maybe we changed something there. Let's go. That's what got changed. So came here to explain settings, right? Maybe that time I did a mouse scroll and changed some of the settings. And if you see Boston crab meat, and unit price is 18.40. Now let's take chocolate, and unit price is 12.75. Just changing the query parameter. Here I'm changing it manually, but you can create a text box or supply value to this value parameter at runtime from text box or from some other function. Right, this time it displays a chocolate and the unit price value. So that's the use of a parameterized query. You no need to rewrite the query. Instead, you can supply different value to the parameter and reuse the command and the command text. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.